The Prophet Muhammad, revered by Muslims as the final messenger of Islam, is a figure of immense importance in the world's second-largest religion. However, like any historical figure, Muhammad is not immune to criticism. Atheists who reject the belief in a deity or deities often offer critiques of religious figures and their teachings, including those of Muhammad. Here, we explore some of the points where atheists commonly criticize the Prophet Muhammad. Historical context. Atheists frequently argue that Muhammad's actions and teachings must be understood within the context of 7th century Arabia, a time and place vastly different from the modern world. Critics contend that some of Muhammad's actions, such as his involvement in warfare and his treatment of prisoners of war, may have been acceptable by the standards of his time, but are morally objectionable by contemporary standards. Treatment of women. Another point of contention for atheists is Muhammad's treatment of women. While supporters argue that Muhammad improved the status of women in Arabian society by abolishing female infanticide and granting women certain rights, critics point to instances such as his marriage to Aisha, a young girl, as evidence of misogyny. Atheists also criticize teachings within Islamic scripture that they perceive as promoting the inferiority of women. Violence and jihad. The concept of jihad, often understood as struggle or striving in the path of God, is a central tenet of Islam. However, atheists often criticize Muhammad's teachings on jihad, particularly interpretations that advocate for violence in the name of religion. Critics argue that Muhammad's military campaigns and the spread of Islam through conquest raise ethical concerns, especially in light of modern principles of religious tolerance and pacifism. Allegations of authoritarianism. Atheists sometimes characterize Muhammad as an authoritarian leader who wielded considerable power over his followers. Critics point to incidents such as the execution of dissenters and the imposition of strict religious laws as evidence of Muhammad's authoritarian tendencies. Additionally, atheists raise concerns about the lack of freedom of conscience and expression in societies governed by Sharia law, which is based on Muhammad's teachings. Claims of divine revelation. Perhaps the most fundamental point of contention between atheists and followers of Islam is the belief in Muhammad as a prophet who received divine revelation. Atheists reject the existence of a supernatural realm and view claims of prophecy and revelation as unfounded. Critics argue that Muhammad's experiences, as described in Islamic tradition, can be explained through psychological, sociological, or purely naturalistic explanations, without invoking the divine. Conclusion. Criticism of the Prophet Muhammad from atheists arises from various perspectives, including concerns about historical context, treatment of women, promotion of violence, allegations of authoritarianism, and skepticism towards claims of divine revelation. While Muslims venerate Muhammad as a revered figure and the final prophet of Islam, atheists approach his life and teachings with skepticism and scrutiny, highlighting areas of ethical, moral, and philosophical disagreement. Understanding and engaging with these critiques is essential for fostering dialogue and promoting mutual understanding between religious and non-religious communities. What do you think? Do you think atheists are right? Write your comments and let's discuss together.